Why motivation fails and systems change everything. We've all been there. That surge of inspiration, that burning desire to change, to achieve, to conquer. It feels potent, almost invincible. You wake up, ready to tackle the world, convinced that this time, motivation will carry you through. But then the days turn into weeks, the initial fire dwindles, and you find yourself right back where you started, wondering where that powerful feeling went. The truth about motivation is far more inconvenient than we'd like to admit. It's a fleeting emotion, a fickle friend that abandons us precisely when we need it most. It's not the engine of lasting success. It's merely the spark. Motivation is a mood, not a strategy. It's influenced by sleep, stress, weather, and a million small decisions. If you wait for a feeling to shape your destiny, you're leaving success to chance. Stay until the end. The most important part of this video is the last 90 seconds. Part 2. The story. Consider the common New Year's resolution. Every January 1st, millions embark on ambitious goals. Lose weight, learn a new skill, start a business. The motivation is palpable, fueled by hope and the fresh start of a new year. Yet by February, over 80% of these resolutions have failed. Why? Because motivation, by its very nature, is unsustainable. It's a feeling, and feelings fluctuate. It's why 73% of people who set fitness goals in January abandon them by the end of the month, according to a 2023 study by Strava. They relied on the feeling of motivation, not the framework of discipline. The problem isn't a lack of desire, it's a fundamental misunderstanding of how real progress is made. We chase the high of motivation, expecting it to be a constant fuel source, when in reality, it's a temporary boost. Picture Mia, 34, suburban Ohio, mid-level marketing manager. She wants to launch a coaching side business to earn an extra $1,500 a month by December. She set a goal on June 1st, bought courses, wrote a content calendar, and by June 12th, her momentum had evaporated.
I would wake up fired up for 2 days, then I'd crash and do nothing for a week.
This isn't failure of desire, it's a failure of structure. Motivation lit the match, systems keep the flame burning. Part 3. The system. So, if motivation is unreliable, what is the secret to consistent achievement? It's not about waiting for inspiration to strike, it's about building an environment where action becomes inevitable. It's about crafting systems that operate independently of your mood or emotional state. Here are 3 core principles. Principle 1, the power of tiny habits. Significant change rarely comes from grand, sweeping gestures. It emerges from small, consistent actions performed daily. These tiny habits reduce the friction of starting and build momentum over time. Example, instead of aiming for a 2-hour gym session, commit to 10 push-ups every morning. The action is so small it's almost impossible to skip. Principle 2, identity before motivation. Most people say, I want to work out. System thinkers say, I am becoming someone who trains consistently. That difference changes everything because when behavior becomes part of identity, action stops feeling temporary. You no longer chase motivation, you protect who you are. A writer who writes 1 page daily eventually becomes impossible to stop. A business owner who reviews finances every Friday builds clarity automatically. A student who studies at the same time each day removes decision fatigue. Identity creates repetition. Repetition creates momentum. Principle 3, automate your future. The highest performers automate decisions wherever possible. Automatic savings, scheduled workouts, pre-planned meals, fixed work hours, morning routines. Why? Because every decision drains mental energy. The fewer unnecessary decisions you make, the more energy remains for meaningful work. A small business owner in Austin increased revenue from $4,000 per month to over $22,000 in under 2 years after implementing fixed sales systems and structured daily routines. Not because motivation suddenly appeared forever, because structure replaced chaos. Principle 4, environment as architect. Your surroundings profoundly influence your choices. By designing your environment, you can make desired actions easier and undesired actions harder. For example, if you want to eat healthier, keep fruits and vegetables visible on your counter and unhealthy snacks hidden away or out of the house entirely. Principle 5, the feedback loop. Systems thrive on feedback. Tracking your progress, no matter how small, reinforces positive behaviors and provides data for adjustment. Maintain a simple journal where you check off each day you complete your chosen habit. Seeing a streak can be a powerful motivator in itself, but the system ensures the action happens regardless. Part 4. Real-life application. You don't need to feel motivated to start. You need a system that makes starting easy. If you are struggling to start a new project, here is what you do. Break it down into the smallest possible first step. So small it feels ridiculous to not do it. Then, schedule that tiny step for the same time each day. The result will be consistent progress that builds momentum, independent of your fluctuating motivation. If you are overwhelmed by a big goal, here is what you do. Identify one small, actionable habit that directly contributes to that goal, and integrate it into an existing routine. The result will be your goal becoming an inevitable outcome rather than a distant dream. You already have everything you need to begin. The only question is when. If you are constantly procrastinating, here is what you do. Reduce the task size dramatically. Instead of work out for 1 hour, commit to 5 minutes. The result will be consistent momentum instead of emotional resistance. If you are struggling financially, here is what you do. Automate a small weekly transfer into savings, even $20. The result will be proof that progress is possible. If you are distracted all day, here is what you do. Place your phone in another room during focused work sessions. The result will be deeper concentration and less mental exhaustion. If you keep restarting your goals, here is what you do. Choose one repeatable habit tied to a fixed time every day. The result will be stability instead of chaos. Your future is not built in giant dramatic moments. It is built in invisible repeated actions nobody applauds. The walk, the page, the workout, the sales call, the savings transfer, the early bedtime. Tiny systems become life-changing outcomes. Part 5, Moral Lesson. The true measure of success isn't found in moments of intense motivation, but in the quiet, persistent hum of well-designed systems. The moral lesson here is clear. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's the unwavering commitment to action, even when the emotional fuel runs low. And remember, systems create freedom. They free you from the tyranny of mood, allowing you to consistently move forward. Emotion is temporary. Feelings change daily. Systems survive daily. Small actions build massive identities. Every repeated action casts a vote for the person you become. If this message resonated with you, please subscribe to MindLift Success Academy for more insights into building a life of purpose and achievement. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, share this video with them. This is MindLift Success Academy, where real systems meet real stories. We will see you in the next one.